They're scampering for the first down.
Prescott. Oh, boy. Throws, ball is loose on the field. They're calling it a fumble. Karam's around, and it's recovered at the 3.
I don't know if his arm wasn't moving forward.
It's only the 16th sack allowed by Dallas this year, fewest in the NFL. Oh. And now Dak in the end zone. Oh, it's intercepted, picked off, and down inside the 5 is Tremon Smith.
Oh.
His second pick of the day. And this one, an absolute gut punch to the Cowboys.
Look, Zach, I think we should tie Dak, CeeDee, Pickens, and Schottenheimer all together. Tie them all together. And if it don't work out, let's just restart. Let's just reset everything.
Yo, it's JB the Cowboy fan, and yes, sir, I'm back with another one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to my subscribers. Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to my new subscribers. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all too. But yeah, once again, man, this gonna be a Dak Slurpee Chronicle right here. Man, we got 3 of them. You know, I'm cool with Foster King and Josh Lombardi. Zach, I watched a couple of his videos, but you know what I'm saying, I don't really follow him too much. But I know about Foster King and Josh Lombardi. And I respect their content, man. You know, high football knowledge. You know what I'm saying? What gets me, even with all that, it still seems like they slurping on Dak. So we're gonna get into this little couple takes they had on receivers for the team and who can do what and who did what and what the potential with Pickens and Lamb being on opposite sides of each other and the impact it's gonna have on the team, you know what I'm saying? So let's get into some of this talk real quick.
What's your thoughts? Because that's my battle to watch.
The first thing that I thought of when you asked that was that play against the Texans when Dallas literally could not move the ball with Cooper Rush at quarterback, and they threw Turpin a little slant. I think it was against Kamari last year.
Yeah.
I think it was the fastest speed by a ball carrier in the NFL, or it was top 3.
So he comparing a Houston Texas team that Cooper Rush went up against versus a Houston Texans team that Dak went up against. Well, Cooper Rush was playing a playoff team with backups and injured players being out, no starters playing with a banged up offensive line. Meanwhile, Dak Prescott played against a 1-10 Houston Texas team in 2022 when he was healthy on offense and defense. And he struggled. Threw picks in that game. Picks that could have cost us that game until the defense had to stand up. So what are they comparing? When Dak was healthy and had a healthy team around him, he barely beat a 1-10 Houston team. Well, we were 9-3 at the time. So you're going to see a Cooper Rush under the water for Dak Prescott. Because it was difficult to move the ball where he playing with limited resources and going up against a playoff team. Man, come on.
Like, that's what this offense needs. Like, they never helped Dak with that last year. Like, having to have these 13-play drives, 80 yards. Like, Turpin could be that home run hitter. And in the slot, obviously, questions about him playing outside if you started moving those 3 guys around, if you had 3 receivers on the field. But Turpin has such a specific role, and like Vach was talking about, like with Tolbert and even Mingo, like they start kind of overlapping. The bodies are similar. They do similar things. Turpin, you can run end arounds. You can put him in the backfield if you wanted. If you had Turpin on one side and you had Blue on the other, like there's just so many things that you could do with him. So having him as a third receiver and just the big playability would help this offense a ton, I think.
Yeah, and I also think the goal for me is electricity. There were times, like you said, Zach, and I'm watching every game, Vosh, just going back and checking every game, and it's like, man, I'll be honest with you. There were times where everything felt hard last year. Like it felt like it just felt tight. It felt mushed. It felt like we can't get a playoff. Like this is
so
sucks.
quarterback.
was so stupid to watch.
That's your
And it was
quarterback.
Oh,
Hold up, that's your quarterback, Foots. And then my man want to compare Cooper Rush, you know what I'm saying, playing versus a playoff team with injured players versus Dak playing a 1-10 team and barely beat them.
It was all play call. And Dak had to be a superhero. He had to be a superhero to pull the shit off. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you...
Hold on, Botch. You ain't gonna talk about them three turnovers Dak had in that game? 2 of them was in the red zone. He fumbled. He threw a pick down there in the end zone. And he threw another pick. This man literally damn near cost us the game. You talk about he had to play hero ball because he put us in that situation.
You watch how other teams play offense against us, right? Play, chunk yard. Play, chunk, play. And they'll drive on us easy. When was the last time we drived on some churn and it looked easy? You got to fight for your life out here. Like, it had to be Seattle 2 years ago. That's the last time I seen the offense just move the ball, whooping ass, easy. Everything else is a struggle, bro.
That's your quarterback.
I know you went back to Green.
That's how he plays. I said this before, man. When you watch Cooper Rush play the quarterback position, he looks like a quarterback playing the position. I'm sorry. I mean, hey, I got to say it. When Dak played, everything looked like a struggle with him. That's why the offense looked like a struggle. He's the leader. That's why everything looks so hard. I be saying that shit, man. I be saying it, but they're not looking at it as Dak is contributing to this offense having to struggle and it looks so hard when we out there.
He been a couple times, Foots.
I have.
Man, look, how many times did you watch Brandon Cooks not be able to fight through Jair Alexander? How many times you watched that?
That's man, Bosh, it's sad. You know I always bring that. Bosh, you know I got a new play for you. I'm gonna text it to you. Okay. Bro, it's a ball that Dak threw to Cooks. I told Zach before you jumped on. He threw it. So he got single high because what are the Browns gonna do? They don't believe in nobody else and they're gonna double CD. So they rolled like an overhang and he got single high. So Dak, being who Dak is, okay, Cooks, I'm gonna give you a shot. Yeah. Bro, the throw was so spot on, and I'm like, Pickens makes this catch because it's 1-on-1.
See what they doing to Cooks. Hold up. But before they was talking about Cooks, huh? I know I put a piece in my video before, but I got to bring it back up because this is what I'm talking about. How they stabbed Cooks in the back. You see, all these guys, but these two in particular, they was hold on, where we at? I gotta go down. Here we go. See, now we got Pickens, and he's everything now. But before Pickens, it was Cooks. Huh? They was happy about him. Huh? Come on, man. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, man.
Cooks has a step, but he just didn't make a play on the ball. And it's like, that's why, and this is what we were talking about pre-show. Bro, if Pickens goes out here and has 1,200 yards, if he has 1,300 and CD has 14, or you flip the two, whatever the case may be, the Cowboys are not there. They will tag him. They will give him an extension. They're not letting him walk out the door because you know what it looks like without him. Botch, I don't understand what people don't get. The rental stuff is preposterous. You're not going back to that.
I'm willing to lose Bland to keep Pickens. That's how serious I am.
I'm telling you.
And look, I don't want to lose Bland.
No.
But I just know Brandon Aubrey, Tyler Smith. I know Michael Parsons. I just know shit coming, right? I'd rather pay Pickens. Like if we, because that's really what they waiting on. Pickens is a guy that you draft, that you trade for and sign immediately. They just waiting to see if it's a fucking disaster, right? Or effing disaster, right?
Yeah.
But if Pickens is not a disaster, even if he crash out one time, but it ain't too crazy, you re-sign Pickens. Because he's so legit as a dude.
Yes.
I love Bland. Like, hey, Gilly, can you come and deal with this?
Nah, really.
You know what I'm saying?
So, to my point, as they're going on talking about how Pickens is going to change, just how good he is, and you know what I'm saying? My thing is, they were speaking this same thing about Cooks, bro. They were speaking the same thing about Cooks. But why isn't it about the quarterback? I mean, I get it. Pickens is, you know, he could change some things, but how you still talking about that? We did say the same thing about Cooks. Come on, man. Yo, this is another these Dak Slurpee Chronicles, y'all. Y'all get in them comments, let me know what y'all think about this, because here we go when the season start and this shit ain't clicking. What they gonna do? Who they gonna blame? Yo, this is JB the Cowboy fan. I appreciate y'all for listening to me. Like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go, Cowboys.
I'm glad. I will tell you this. If there's a human breathing that I've ever met that I'm proud that took advantage of me financially, I'm proud it's the one sitting to the right. And Dak. Yeah, check.